This video lecture is concerned with creating your first homework assignment project and then submitting that homework assignment project on Learn. First of all, you open up the awesome software on the remote desktop application and um, basically click on Project and New. Now we want to set up a project for Homework 3. And if you look in the additional information about homework assignment submissions, when you have a modeling project, we're going to use a naming convention for the homework assignment. So it'll be H in the homework number. So this is homework 3, and the first 4 letters of your last name, or your 4x4, GRAN in my case. Okay, and we click New, and that creates a homework assignment associated with it. Okay. Now we can create scenarios for each of the 2 homework assignments. We had problem 5.3 and problem 5.4 in this assignment. You can do this one of 2 ways. One is you can just leave the base case for the first homework problem and then create a second scenario. In this case, it would be PROB 5.4, for example. So the second problem we would build in this second scenario. Okay, so now if we open scenarios, you see we have 2 scenarios available, problem 5.4 and the base case, which we're going to use for problem 5.3. Okay. So you switch to whichever problem you want to work on. If we go for the base case, create your network model, your control model, and so forth. Make sure you save both the project as well as the individual components or scenarios of the project. So the structure is the project is all of the homework. Each scenario will be one particular problem within the homework. You can run those scenarios separately. There's no problem with that. But this lets you just submit a single project folder. Okay, now you'll notice if I open up the iDrive on my computer, which is a network drive. If you don't see it there, then follow the instructions on connecting remotely for mapping the network drive. But it should show up certainly in 205 and 206, and you can go down to this project or folder, and you'll see H3GRAN, which is the one that I just created. Okay. So if we close out this project, basically we can say save the project and then exit, and we're ready to go, and then go back to the project folder on the iDrive. Okay. Now I want to submit this project folder as my homework. Make sure everything runs and you've saved everything properly. You might try closing the folder and then reopening it, and make sure you can open each of the different problems and run them correctly. Sometimes if you don't close the editor properly, the contents won't get saved correctly. Next thing we want to do is to zip this project folder. Learn won't let you submit a folder to the Dropbox, but you can submit a zip file. So we just right click it. Okay, and this menu comes up, and we're going to send it to a compressed or zipped folder. So I click on that, and we have H3 Grant as the project folder, and then we have a zip folder as the zip version of all this information. So this is the folder that we want to submit to the Dropbox, and you can either drag that to the Dropbox or use the submit option in the Dropbox to add this to your list. Okay, so that's about it on submitting homework. In addition to this zip folder, you should submit a second folder, which is the Word file for your particular project. And if we look in content on Learn, Under homework, you'll see a section on how to submit your modeling homework, which is basically what I just went through, and then also how to write up your homework. This is a Word file. Okay, actually it's a PowerPoint file, but you can copy this into a Word document and use this as kind of an outline for your project write-up. So all of the modeling homework assignments must have this project folder and this kind of format for the Word file. Okay, so this come up in a second. And basically each assignment, much like I said, consists of the awesome model and a Word file write-up, and also answer any questions in your textbook according to the problems assigned. So here are the main headings in your write-up. You should have a description of the problem, input data, discussion of results, answers to any questions in the textbook. I may pose questions on the homework assignment, so answer any of those. And then in appendices, copy the network graphical model, the network statement model, which you can get from the ECHO report, the control model, also from the ECHO report, and the awesome summary report. So we'll need those 4 items included as appendices in your homework modeling write-up. Okay. And that's about it for the homework assignment submission. So please ask any questions that you might have in class and or at lab, and we'll be happy to cover them in more detail.